So Tom Aspinall was talking his shit on not Instagram, sorry, on Twitter, and I respect him for it. A lot of thing people give Tom Aspinall grief for is they say he doesn't really, talk very well. He doesn't talk trash, and he didn't really speak trash. He wasn't like talking shit about people, but he was very frustrated about, him being the interim champion. Interim meaning until you fight the real champion. You're holding that belt, and then you unified against the actual champion, but he's having to just sit on the sidelines because they're doing John Jones versus Stipe Miocic for some reason. But anyway, he put up a bunch of tweets. One of them was, "Who's excited for the Legacy Heavyweight title? Crazy but true. The last time Stipe Miocic fought in the UFC, Alex Pereira had not made his UFC debut." Then he put up a video of Big John Fury himself, which, interesting. Then he said, last time Stipe fought and won, GTA San Andreas had just come out on a PS2. He will fight next for the undisputed heavyweight title ahead of me, who's the interim champ, active and ranked number one in the world right now. This makes me quite upset. I understand it. It would make me quite upset too. It is very, very fucking frustrating as a fan of mixed martial arts to see this. It is a bit of a joke. Stipe is one of my favourites. Loads of respect to him. His resume is far superior to mine right now. That being said, the UFC has never been about this. It's about who's the best right now. And I believe that's me. And it's only right I get to prove it. Hashtag free Aspinall. Tom Aspinall acting like he is a fucking sovereign state that's been invaded. But I get what he's saying. Surely if you're interim champ, your next fight should be to fight for the undisputed. Come on. I mean, it makes sense. I agree he is a legend, but I'm selfish and want to prove I'm the best, so I'll cry if I want to. In response to someone. I gotta go back, talking about the GTA San Andreas thing. There was like a comment, and the guy was like, that's not true. Stipe has won since GTA San Andreas come out. It's like, no shit, dickhead. He's not being fucking serious. Like, sarcasm is such a lost art form. Like, some fucking dingbat literally says, like, no, well, actually, Stipe has one since GTA San Andreas came out. You're actually wrong about that. It's like, did you really think Tom Aspinall has been hit in the head that many times before GTA San Andreas, which came out 20 years ago in 2004, fucking came out since, like, the last time Stipe's fought? Like, just shut the fuck up. Some people really are just stupid, I swear to God. Anyway, regardless, moving on. He said, final fun fact, since Stipe last won a fight, August 20th, August 2020, I have blown my knee out, went through the rehab process and had a year off. Also had 7 UFC fights, including 4 wins versus top 10 ranked opponents, and won the interim title on 2 weeks' notice. Absolutely, Stipe has a great resume and is a legend in his own right. So is Tony Ferguson. He spelled Tony Ferguson very, very wrong here, but I'll just shuffle past that. Maybe we should give him a shot at the undisputed title next too. I'm just trying to be the best and fight the best. I know that's hard for people. I know that's hard for a lot of people to get their head around. Don't be so triggered, guys. He makes a good point. Why are people getting triggered about this? He should be fighting John Jones. In my opinion, Tom Aspinall is the clear number one guy. Like, it should be him fighting John Jones next. Like, if John Jones does go out there, beat Stipe Miocic, he's probably going to retire. And then what? His heavyweight legacy is Cyril Gane, who is very good, but he's a French guy who can't wrestle. And then it's old man Stipe, who should be getting fucking his dentures fixed and getting his eyes checked, not be going and stepping in the octagon like, put him up, sonny boy. Well, actually, it's Stipe. Like, fucking how Stipe talks. Like, all respect to Stipe. I love Stipe, but, like, he shouldn't be getting this fight. Like, he's like 44 years old. Like, why is he getting this fight? Like, come on, man. Like, fuck. Like, why? Why did they even make it an interim title with Sergey Pavlovich? Why didn't they just say it was a number one contender fight? They've put fucking Tom Aspinall in the weirdest position ever. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Why make it for an interim title if he's not fighting John Jones? It's so fucking bizarre to me, man. It really is. Like, just give him his fucking shot. Let him fight John Jones. He wants to prove he's the best. And the thing is, if John Jones does go out there, beat Stipe Miocic, the only way we'll ever be able to know if he was better than John Jones and it doesn't even really prove it, but it'll just be to like the casual mindset or just like the smooth brain mindsets out there, is if Tom Aspinall goes and fights Cyril Gahn and he loses to him. That's the only way we can know who's better, because people are like, well, I guess we know who's the better fighter. Tom Aspinall went out there and lost to Cyril Gahn, but Bones didn't. Like, we see someone who says that shit, and then people start putting that like out there. Even though stars do make fights, the only way we can prove Tom Aspinall is worse is if he does go out there and lose to Cyril Gahn, in my opinion, because then he's lost to someone who John Jones beat at the heavyweight. But if Tom Aspinall goes in there and beats Cyril Gahn, we'll still have all these questions. The question will always be there: who was better? Who was better at that time period? Who would have won? Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. Instead of having all these what ifs, which reminds me of boxing back in the like early 2010s. Now boxing's actually got good. We're actually getting all the fights that we need. Sorry, I need to fucking charge my laptop. Oh shit. Okay, good. Anyway, that was scary. Anyway, going back onto it, all these matchups that we keep missing out on and everything, we're turning into boxing now. We're going to miss out on all these big matchups that should happen. It's turning into boxing in the early 2010s. Now boxing's actually good. But, regardless, we need this fight. The Saudis. We need the fucking Saudis to send like fucking $10 billion to get John Jones to take another fight after this Stipe fight. Let's get it. Saudis, come on. Use that fucking money. Do what you do best, save combat sports. Put a bunch of money out there. Let's get Tom Aspinall versus John Jones, please. We need this matchup as right soon as possible. Let's just get it out there. We need it. Who's saying no? I would rather, if we can get both fights, cool. I wouldn't mind seeing John Jones and Stipe Miocic. I wouldn't mind seeing John Jones fight both Stipe Miocic and Tom Aspinall, but at the end of the day, I think he's just going to beat I think he's just going to beat Stipe Miocic, and I think he's going to dip. I really do think that's what he's going to do. He's going to beat him. He's going to say, "Oh, what a career, brah!" He's going to do the GOAT thing. I'd like to see my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And then he's going to fucking take the gloves off, put him in the octagon, and then everyone's going, "Wow, what a career, man! What a great career!" You know, you have John Jones. You could make the assumption he's the consensus heavyweight GOAT as well as the light heavyweight GOAT. He'll say something along that line. It's like, cool, he has 2 wins. He beat a French guy who can't wrestle, and he beat an old man. Awesome, what a resume. Like, don't get me wrong, John Jones arguably the GOAT, if you don't count PEDs and everything, but as John Jones, would you not want to go in there and prove you can beat Tom Aspinall? If you beat him, you got 3 wins at heavyweight, all title fights, you arguably go up there as the all-time GOAT, but also you got the heavyweight GOAT status there as well. Like, nobody's ever been GOAT of 2 weight classes. If he went out there and did that, that would be some fucking... Nobody's ever beating that. But I think he sees that there is so much risk in a younger guy like Tom Aspinall. Like, stylistically, doesn't match up too well with him. Good boxer, quicker, younger, like I say, hungrier for this. Like, I feel like it is just a nightmare matchup. He's taller, he's bigger than John Jones. Like, this truly is like his nightmare matchup. So I can see why he wouldn't want to take this. He probably wants to get Stipe out of there, get the win, and then go off and people go fucking calling him the GOAT, which, you know, he arguably is. If you take out the PEDs and the roids, he probably is the GOAT. But he did use roids, he did use PEDs, so it's sort of hard to judge him, you know, at the end of the day. But still, respect to him. I want to see Tom Aspinall get his fair share. I want to see him get a shot. I want to see him versus John Jones. If he loses, then John Jones is the fucking GOAT. Obviously. I mean, he would be the GOAT even if Tom Aspinall beats him at this point. If you don't count PEDs, like I said. But still, it's silly. It really is silly. There was no point making this for an interim belt. It's the most useless interim belt ever. Like, what was the fucking point? Just call it a number 1 contender fight. Make it a 5-round co-main event or something if you had to. But why'd you put a useless fucking belt on the line? Just makes no sense to me. But it is what it is, man. What are you meant to do with this? What are we meant to do at the end of the day? Still, regardless, I hope Tom Aspinall gets his shot. I'm glad he's like being more vocal about it. But he needs to call out John Jones himself. He's being all respectful to John Jones. John Jones is the one who is probably going to retire. You need to go and talk your shit to him, young man. Like, I say young man. Tom Aspinall's like fucking 7 years older than me. But still, you get my point. You need to go talk your shit to John Jones as well. You need to say, hey, listen here, you fucking big cunt. You're fighting me before you retire, motherfucker. You're a bitch. Just say something like that. I don't get under his skin, you know. Well, here's the thing, John, if you're going to be the GOAT, you're going to have to fight me. And I'm not a woman. Or some, I don't know, someone along that time. He needs to push his buttons. He needs to, like, turn him into John, you know, he needs to bring out that hater in John Jones that wants to ruin careers, you know. Do that. Aggravate him, piss him off, I don't know, just do something to get the fight, Tom Aspinall. Talk some shit. You deserve the fight. You need that fight. It's for your legacy. You're the man to go out there and beat John Jones. You'll never be forgotten. Your legacy is set in stone already, and then everything after that, it's just a bonus. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This is my second time recording this video, so I hope there's no more interferences here. But yeah, thank you guys so much. If you're not already, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this whole scenario. What are your thoughts on Tom Aspinall talking that shit on John Jones and Stipe Miocic, the fucking shit show matchup that doesn't make any sense? And yeah, that's all I've got to say. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. If you're not already, subscribe, put on notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Bye.